The other time was in the WGN studio, which I've always felt was a little something. There's several totally no rhyme or reason, like a bunch of track lights in there, but the set above the host, it's like it responds to you sometimes, will like flicker at you.
So you'll ask a question?
No, you just say something like it's, and I joke, I'll be like, what, you didn't agree with that? I mean, I do it all the time.
Yeah.
But one night I was on, so I'm normally on 11 to 2, as Hannah said, and then the host after me had, like, his guest didn't show up or something, so I was like, I'll stay, we'll talk, it'll be fine. And some of my guests stayed. So the host can't see the door unless you turn. The co-host seat can't see the door unless you turn. So he and I were sitting there. Our 3 guests are sitting the door, and there's like, you'll see it, there's like a little window in the door. And we're sitting there talking to these 3 people, and all of a sudden, all 3 of them go. And just have this look like, oh my God. And one of them looks at her arm, and like hair stand up, and you can tell something's going on. So we look, and I don't see anything. They said for a second there was this black mist creature thing in the window, and one of them said it was blacker than blackness. It was just this, it was negative space, something, and it was evil and it was scary. And then it was gone a minute later. But I said, show me in the window, like, was it tall, was it little, was it on the edge, what did it do? And she pointed, and now there's a ramp out there, but it used to just be stairs. And for a person to have stood there and be at the window where they all said it was, that person would have been like 7'5".
So it was floating.
It was either floating or something, it was giant, like a Sasquatch was out there, something weird. So I've always thought there was like something iffy about that GN studio. She and I were leaving about 2:30 in the morning, because I'm normally out there about 2. So it was between 2:30 and 3, because we kind of hung out talking with the news people for a little bit. And we, back by CNN on this floor, there's a second elevator bank. And we were over there facing the elevators, waiting for the elevators to come. Mm-hmm. And there was a door behind us that flew open really quickly and loudly, and flew shut really, really loudly. And it was like angry and aggressive kind of feeling. And then we were hit. Our back was to the door, but we were hit really, like, right in the face with this perfume, really strong right after that. And it was a scary thing. And I was telling you, so I was like, I love this kind of stuff, and I've always found ghosts throughout my life. This one was like not good, and I grabbed her wrist and we hauled, because I was like, this is not good. We need to not be.
So do you feel something in here?
There's a colonel here. There's an old guy that is a real ass. He's not a nice man. Okay? Mm-hmm. And he has a hat, and he's wearing the suit. Okay? And this is what I see of him. And he's a very demanding. He's running the show. So, for instance, when you are doing something, you're getting that energy. I mean, he can be right on your face. You can feel the energy.
I could feel it. It's almost
because
like
he doesn't. It's almost like he doesn't like what's being done here, and he doesn't like.
Where's my buddy Larry?
The way the stories
Larry
are being
told.
Yeah.
I'm almost feeling him, and that's how I'm feeling like I'm acting like him.
So you're feeling a military?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Which makes sense in this.
It feels like my head.
But I want to say more like from the South.
Okay.
Not so much with a Southern accent, but he has that Southern mentality.
And then plus, you know, as I was telling her in the interview out there, all the pieces of other buildings that are stuck on the facade of this building. I mean, there's a piece of Edinburgh Castle, there's a piece of the Trade Center, there's all this stuff, and sometimes, you know, people walk by. I have seen people put their hands on rocks that mean something to them and cry, just stand outside this building. So I feel like there's already this like, stuff. You know, there's stuff connected to it anyway.
Right.
And
and the part of the building, right, is built with limestone. So limestone's like.
Is it?
I think the whole exterior,
That's amazing.
So I think that holds a lot of energy, probably residual energy, and then the river.
Right. Plus, remember that the river or the lake shore used to be right at the back of this. Yeah. And so from here out, like all of Streeterville was fire rubble, and it used to, like George Streeter just scraped all that fire rubble out there. I know because I used to live in Streeterville, and I lived in a super haunted place. And then there was the guy that had the heart attack on the 5th floor and died. So.
That's the guy who always worked on a ladder. You know that? There's a guy in here with a ladder. Old guy, short guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
How long ago?
Oh, I don't know.
Totally bald or balding?
I'm going to say he had a little hair. I'm going to be.
That was my guy from the window on the 5th floor.
Okay.
He was like bald with some like little.
And he wasn't a very tall man at all.
No, little guy. No.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So that's
here.
the man that you saw.
I saw him on the 5th floor in that window
Okay.
in the reflection. Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I didn't even hear your conversation because I was with Hannah.
I know. I waited till you were out there to say it to tell them. In fact, I said, "I'll tell you guys so you know, so she knows I'm not making crap up."
And I'm telling you so you know that I didn't hear you.
Love it.
And I wondered if it was bald because I thought it was somebody else. So, because I was like, that's Mr. Cuban.
Bald guys in my head. Right. Pick one.
I'm going through my grandpa's friends, like, I'm sure they're here.